Hello, this is the RPG Crawler, and welcome back to Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire.
Of course.
Well, we have to go onward. I don't want to start the DLC stuff yet, but I guess I'm going to have to at some point. I guess I should head to the Watershapers Guild in Pereki's Overlook, deal with that since it's in town. I guess I could head to the Valiant Trading Headquarters and see if they've got more work for me there. And I was waiting to hear back, but I guess I have to progress another quest. Let's go to Pereki's Overlook first, and then we'll head down to the Valiant Trading Company headquarters. So far to go. But hey, we're making progress on the main quest, and that's what counts. At least I think that's what counts. I could be wrong, but actually, the majority of the fun that I've had in this game has come from just cruising around the ocean and collecting bounties and such. Gotta admit. Okay,
You're giving Ishii a weird look. What did he do?
I'm not giving him a weird look. He's giving me a weird look.
Huh. Alright, where am I going? Oh yeah, the Watershapers Guild. Up here. And in there. Loading screen again. Okay, search the guild for Myro. Wow, okay. Looks like somebody obliterated this place. I'll be looting those, if you don't mind. I'll be looting that, if you don't mind. I'll be coming in here to loot this, if you don't mind. This is theft, but nobody's here to stop me. There's a Kenny.
There is a situation in the guild hall.
The Watershaper glances over his shoulder, his chest rising and falling with deep breaths.
What say? Where is Myro?
Takehu's brow creases with concern.
For what did Nagati send you but to lend your strength?
He nods and claps Takehu on the shoulder.
All is under control, I say. But the building is closed until Myro cleans up the mess below.
He thumbs over to the blocked stairwell. Anakazu sent me to speak with Myro. What is happening?
Nothing beyond the likes of us, I say.
His exhaustion breaks under the proud grin.
Naga swam in from the waterways of our sanctum. We pressed back until they fled underground. Then Myro gathered her forces for a stand at Pariki's tomb. I am to guard the staircase while she routs the last of them. Kira. But Myro is fierce for her years.
He grimaces as another deep rumble shakes the earth under your feet.
Snakes could not have caused that tremor.
Nope.
Kira, we felt the quakes even before the serpent showed up.
Ekenu nods and wipes a bit of dust from the ceiling rafters off his shoulder. I hope Myro leaves something for me.
I say you will have to run fast. She could cut through Naga like a harpoon through blubber. I will remain and dispatch any snakes who slither past you. Good hunting.
Ekenu nods and touches his brow. But first I'm going to go over here and loot this. Alright, well, let's go to the guild ruins. Head after Myro, and I'm going to have to deal with using Eder as my tank, because I forgot to switch him out again. My bad. Alright.
This is why you don't neglect your chores. Okay, hold on.
Don't neglect your chores.
Got that.
Don't see me coming. Leave it.
This stone door is sealed shut. A few engraved symbols stand out among other carvings and inscriptions. Apart from that, you find no evident means of opening the way. A faded inscription is nestled amongst the elaborate stone carvings. Read the inscription. Huana runes decorate the stone entrance. Ngati would not have gifted her chosen people a watery covenant unless they persisted in deserving it. This sanctum is a covenant of our making. Only the sigil of the covenant and the words of my devotion will open the way. Pareki, master of the guild. Push against the door. The door stands resolutely shut. No amount of brute pressure will influence that one way or another. Punch the door. You slam your fist against the door with all your might, bloodying your knuckles in the process. Someone chuckles. You aim a harsh look over at your shoulder, and the laughter from your party abruptly goes quiet. Okay, we're gonna leave real quick. Okay, so we gotta go this way.
Can
Alright, oh, we got a archer. Let's try and take the volley the archer real quick. Just to start things off. And get that whip. Why did they move? I thought this was supposed to be turn-based. Alright, that archer's like pretty much down. Alright, let's do... Inspired Strike, just to try and stun this guy. Wait, no! Why are you running? Did he just use all his movement?
What is it?
Alright, RPG Crawler. Let's bust some tentacles out down here. Alright, we'll get this vine to try and end this archer. Yes. We got the tentacles up to bar the way. Jody, I need you to go ahead and give me another tentacle over here.
Speak freely.
Maya, go ahead and just
I've got
tag
this,
this guy.
Captain.
Writhing tentacles aren't doing anything because there's nobody to whip just yet. Come on into it. Come on, get them all gathered up.
Priest lady, eh? You deserve better, Captain.
Getting them writhing tentacles on him. They're just there to absorb blows and stop people. Alright, Takehu, you're gonna go shark mode and go after this warrior. Nice. Ashiza, go ahead and finish this warrior, please. Well, I guess
Happy
that
to
works.
oblige.
Jody, just gonna go ahead and pepper these guys with stuff. Pepper these guys with things.
Something I can do.
Adair, go ahead and finish this guy off,
May I
please.
be a candle in the night.
Thank you. Alright, Maya.
Your orders?
Tell the bird to leave Nemnock alone.
Oh, there's Guildmaster Myru. Vine, you can't do anything. Hitting my own things. Well, one of them went down. And is that two of them? And then Meteor Swarm.
What is it?
Alright, I gotta use that in combat, but I haven't had a chance to yet. Pick all of these things up.
I'll take care of
down here. We'll loot this.
Snakes.
Alright, so there's Guildmaster Myru. Let's loot this place.
Yes?
Alright, the Guildmaster lifts her gaze to meet yours, her eyes struggling to focus. She's been slashed and stabbed numerous times, and her robes are soaked red with blood.
Myru! Oh, gods, look what they've done to you.
Well, heal her! Takehu covers his mouth with both hands as he surveys her injuries.
Peace, Takehu. I gave back 10 times what I took. Too many, even for me.
She sputters in a mouthful of blood, but still manages a red-rimmed smile. Okay, Onikaza sent me to find you, but I think you need to heal her
No
first.
time for that, I say.
She waves you off, grimacing.
You were too stubborn to die, old shark.
His voice wavers as a fresh gout of blood seeps between Myru's fingers.
For once, Takehu, just listen.
She raises a steady hand to cover his trembling arm.
The rod of the deep. Ugh, I've lost it. Taken. You'll need to...
Myru coughs, spitting up blood. For every word she struggles to voice, her breath gets progressively shallower.
Find the rod. Get through the stone door.
Stop exerting
by the
yourself,
entrance.
or you'll bleed out. I'll find the rod. Just try and stay with me.
Wards. Failing. Hurry, before it escapes.
Wards? I haven't seen any wards.
Pitied Isengati, Lady of Lament, as the pearl orb of the heavens.
She wheezes as she struggles to get the words out. It doesn't sound like she's even addressing you any longer. The Guildmaster's eyes glaze over and she falls silent.
Myru!
Takehu takes her by the shoulder and shakes, gently at first, then harder. At last, he stops, pulling away and bringing his hands up to clutch his brow.
Ngati. She's dead.
Strange last words.
The words of Pariki's devotion, I say. An old prayer to Ngati.
Takehu furrows his brow.
It must have meant something to her.
Let's go. There's nothing we can... We still don't know why this
Myru
happened.
told us to seek a rod. And
Well,
a door.
I know where the door is.
A vague plea, I say. But I would honor her last
He
wish.
touches his brow, sighing. Yeah, let's go.
The others will see to her once we've cleaned up the last of this mess.
Takehu regards Myru's corpse one last time before turning away. Oh, I got a fine rod.
As you wish. Yes?
Well, Guildmaster Myru's spirit is there.
And is she? The wheel. How it tugs at me. Akira. And how bright you look.
Myru's attention snaps towards a distant speck of light, but she shakes off to remain in the moment.
At least in death, I can complete a thought.
She grimaces down at her swiftly diminishing body.
My rod and the words of Pariki's devotion will open the way to the inner sanctum, past the sealed door.
Myru closes her eyes and concentrates.
Pitied Isengati, Lady of Lament. As the pearl orb of the heavens crosses her view, her eyes well with tears, as constant as rain. But the moon's skyward journey continues apace, the lover's affection as ephemeral as fingers touching.
Myru opens her eyes again. She nods as her form grows indistinct.
You must strengthen the wards, no matter what it tells you.
Thank you. Rest well. Her mouth moves again, emitting no sound. As she fades from sight, she raises a hand to point toward the entrance to the sanctum. She reaches to touch Takehu's cheek, but of course her hand drifts through his skin. He shivers, touched by a passing breeze. Alright, well, first of all, we're gonna grab this. The statue depicts an Amal woman, her hand extended and grasping at the air. An eroded plaque sits by her feet. Something about the statue calls out to you, the echo of a fractured soul that tarried in this place for long and thoughtful years. You feel victory tinged by grief and regret. Inspect the lingering soul. Your vision bobs with the motion of the sea. You stand aboard the deck of swift winds, where your mates share bemused, self-congratulatory glances as they work. One of them claps your back with approval. You step back and aim a reproachful look at your mate, however friendly his intent. You know there will be time for reprieve when you are squared away in Nekataka. Something cuts through the water at your port side, an enormous shape just beneath the waves. Someone shouts that the winds have turned in your favor at last. This is followed by an enthusiastic cheer amongst the crew. You don't share their mirth. Eyes to the horizon, I say. You bring home a mighty gift, although it takes an unusual form, one that you pray Nagati you are able to keep in check. The vision dissipates and your land legs reassert themselves. Hold her hand. You grasp her hand with tenderness. At first nothing happens, but then a tiny droplet of water forms at the corner of her eye and rolls down her cheek, dripping on the floor. Wipe away the tear. You reach out and draw your thumb down the statue's cheek, wiping away the trail of moisture. For a moment, the stone feels soft to the touch. Attempt to read the plaque. The words are eroded and water damaged, but a few choice snippets phrases stand out with clarity. Periki, lore and hunter, crossed the length of and back again. Membered for cunning deal, Lafes, may her arrest, utility, soil, Edom. Closer scrutiny reveals that the inscription was purposefully marred, that an act of sabotage done perhaps years ago. By the thoroughness, you suspect Kith
This
hands.
is the tomb of Periki. Such disrepair, I say.
Takehu tuts and sighs. Alright.
Yes, of course.
Well, we're gonna inspect this entire place.
Leave it to me.
On the province and ruined nation of Nekataka's old city. Okay. Let me grab all of these. This isn't too big. This isn't too large a place.
I'll see it done. Or not.
Okay, snakes. Ah, the Raymond, the main guy. Alright. Get me a tank. No movement yet.
What can I do you for?
Alright, Jody, I'm gonna need you to bring down some holy fire. Alright, that's a named one. Here, you have to be a tank as well.
Yes?
And you get to go ahead and bring down your holy fire. Oh man, the range on that sucks so much.
You were saying?
Let's do immobilize that one. Yes, thanks. Flashing vine is up. Good. Storm of holy fire. Come on up. All right, two of them are down. Don't you dare interrupt me. Alright, missed.
Hardly fair.
Oh, I'm poisoned. Great. Let's knock you down. Let's go ahead and whip you from there. I dare. Can you take this guy out?
Right on target. This thing isn't doing the job.
Almost. Oh no. I'm interrupted.
Yours to command, Captain.
Alright. Shark mode on these guys.
Yeah, poison. Hardly fair.
Well, you're poisoned. I don't know what to do about that. 0 rounds left. Okay. Eh. Once per encounter? Yeah, that's an encounter one. Sure, let's just come up here and hit that. Yeah. Jody! Oh, you're not gonna hit any of them? Reap this guy?
I heard you.
And Maya, take this guy down, please.
For the homeland.
Or not. Ow.
Well,
This dude's... No. I want Ashiza. It's Ashiza's turn. Why the hell are you selected? Alright. That wasn't too bad.
Keeping an eye out.
Let me grab this. You wanna, like, let me loot that? Thank you. Ah, it's not letting me loot that. Okay, uncover the threat to the guild. I retrieved the rod, I guess. Was that what I was supposed to? Yeah, I guess I was. That was the rod of the Deep Hunter, as well as what was the circlet? Oh, here we go. No, that was a ring of regeneration. What did I loot? I literally thought that I looted some sort of circlet, but I guess not. Oh well. Check out over here.
I'll see it done.
Got loot. Got more loot.
Priest lady, Nemnock needs healing.
Alright, let's go open the door. And delve into the sanctum. I can do this.
Leave it.
Alright. As you approach the door, the carved stone flashes with ethereal light. You feel a faint, salty breeze gusting from an unseen source. Touch the door with the rod of the Deep Hunter. The door reacts at once. The stone panel shifts aside to reveal a circular dial engraved with symbols. It appeared to be a locking mechanism requiring a precise combination. Study the symbols around the dial. It reveals a circular dial of pictographs, though you could not guess their relevance or relation to each other. You recognize the symbols themselves. The first is a full moon, its light beaming down on the aura. The next is a symbol of Andara. Oh, you got to follow that freaking prayer. You going to manipulate the dial? I don't have the damn prayer memorized. I don't have the prayer memorized. I thought it would give me some more clues. Alright, hold on. One moment. I'm looking this one up. Or maybe not. Alright, hold on. There we go. Alright, so we go fish, so we rotate it clockwise. And then... Whoops, no. Alright, there we go. Fish. Press the dial. And then moon. Press the dial. Rain. Press the dial. Fingers. Or no. Fish, moon, rain, moon. Press the dial. And then fingers. Press the dial. Alright. Yeah, I had to look that up because there was no way I was going to remember all that. I mean, I guess you could have looked at the notes right there and it would have told you. It's mentioned in sequence in that story, or in that prayer. This door opens into a lightless passage. Moisture clings to the rock walls and stalactites hang down like fangs. The air beyond the passage is humid, reeking of stagnant water and something else, something old, which raises the hairs on the back of your neck. As you take your first step, an ear-splitting roar rises in volume and echoes down the passage, shaking loose the surrounding rock. You navigate the dark, narrow tunnel, pressing your shoulders together to fit. Okay. Dragon fight time? As the massive upheaval of water settles, the air thickens with oppressive humidity. It takes a moment for your eyes to adjust before you can make sense of the shape that breached from the depths.
This would be a great fishing story.
Ishi, down. This is no time to pick a fight. Of course I know you can take him.
Holy gone, but it's beautiful. And I'll bet smart as a whip and just as mean.
Adair nods in agreement.
Have you come to deliver me from this prison of my own
You know,
making?
I don't know what to do with dragons in this one. I know they were the key to upgrades in the prior one. The dragon flares his nostrils and glares at you. Let me get my bearings first. Who are you?
I am Skirilophus, guardian of the Isles.
He slaps his tail against the floor.
You ever consider a nickname?
Skiriophilus narrows his eyes at Adair.
Just give it some thought, is all I'm saying.
What is this? One of Andra's whelps?
His snout wrinkles at Tekehu.
Hello.
Tekehu swallows. I take it you're the one causing the whole city to shake?
You do not see chains around me, but I am confined all the same. One by one, every link shatters.
Alright.
You can only be here for one reason. You serve the Huana.
His eyes narrow into slits.
This prison is built on a foundation of their lies.
What are you talking about?
You stand in the sanctum of the Watershapers, those who make parlor tricks of Ngati's art. An art in decline. The Huana Covenant has failed. With each grain of sand surrendered to outsiders, Ngati draws her favor away from her chosen people.
What covenant is that?
One struck in a different time, when the gods showered devotion on Huana. The guild hides how their acolytes struggle. Their ancestral forms no longer respond as they once did. Soon, there will be no Watershapers to remember them.
I like what I'm hearing so far.
Smiling to herself, Maya folds her arms.
Daughter of the West, what I intend for the Huana is nothing to what I will inflict upon your fleet.
The dragon huffs a breath of steamy air. Maya only narrows her eyes and shifts her
When
way.
their mighty talent went into decline, I gave the Huana the strength to raise the very sea against our enemies. For my generosity, they bound me to this chamber by my soul. This cannot be true, I say. The half-breed's naivete is charming. I see why you suffer his company. And now the Deadfire dies in my absence. The luminous Adra shrieks in agony, calling out for a guardian.
Your soul is stuck here? Let me take a look.
You are a watcher. Of all the kith who could have entered this chamber, how intriguing.
Submerging in the dragon's soul feels at first disorienting, like perusing the stacks of a vast library. The energy and vibrancy that should color his soul is gray and warm. From the shadows, a dark, formless thing reaches out to you in desperation. The wards around the stone floor drag the essence down and disperse its energy elsewhere, to the Watershaper students of Mekataka. As it touches you, the weight of the prison is like an anchor. You withdraw from sensation, feeling shaky and depleted. I've looked into your soul, it's true.
Believe what you will. My duty to the archipelago is all that matters.
So is mine. And it involves aiming a cannon between your eyes.
Would you give me Tangaloa's kiss? I might welcome it. Freedom comes like the tide, and the Deadfire heeds my call. I sense a rod among your belongings.
Scaraphus narrows his eyes and watches you carefully.
My gift to Periki. My covenant with the Huana. Another broken promise. It made the enchantments of this prison and can destroy them. It that can set me free.
The dragon lashes its tail in eager, repetitive circles.
We have a responsibility, I say.
Trailing off, Takehu pulls absently on one of his hairs.
But if he speaks truth, the Huana are better served if he remains.
Your opinion is irrelevant, half-breed.
Anakaza would have me killed if I set you free. There has to be another way.
Is your loyalty to a queen of lies so steadfast? She may not know of me, but she is complicit in this crime all the same. You owe her nothing.
Letting you go deprives the Watershapers of a useful asset.
The Huana will struggle. If they are worthy, they will endure. Those who are wise will remember their covenant with ancient Ngati.
Do I get something out of the arrangement?
Your ship will sail with grateful protection. That is a boon without equal in the Deadfire.
What happens to your casters if I do you
One
captures if I
have
do you
charted their doom. I will not mourn their passing. Neither will I speed it along while they stand against the foreign tide.
That's a pity. I was about to suggest we make a deal.
My concerns are greater than your petty squabbles over land.
I have questions about you first,
I
Dragon.
will tolerate your curiosity.
What if we excise the imprisoned portion of your soul from the rest? Or actually, let's start at the top. You think of yourself as a guardian?
That is a duty as old as the islands themselves. In ages past, there were 3 guardians. They watched over the Isles, the Adra, and lost Ukaizo.
That is similar to the tenets of Ngati's covenant.
Takehu furrows his brow.
You are perceptive for a fish.
What do you know of Ukaizo?
A city where Kith spoke to gods. The heart of an empire. I know only what I hear. Ukaizo was gone before my time. Even its myth is dust and ashes.
You spoke of 3 guardians?
Creatures of unparalleled age and power. Bound, like me, to strengthen the Huana. If they still lived, no foreign ship would trespass on these islands.
Something on your mind, Takehu?
Akara, there is too much running through my head, I say.
Takehu touches his forehead spot.
For another time.
Takehu reaches up and touches his cheek with a shaking hand.
The fish is not ready to know what he only now suspects.
Something like a chuckle echoes in your mind.
Ukaizo is lost beyond all memory. Better to forget that monument of hubris.
How did you get in here?
As outsiders threatened the Isles, the power of the Huana waned. Crafty Pariki sought me out to strike a deal. She used my soul as a crutch for her Watershapers. In exchange, she vowed to protect the Adra.
But Valians are mining the Adra.
Look upon me. Are you surprised that the Huana do not keep their promises? I came as an honored guest. The Watershapers grew strong, and new conflicts replaced the old. When I resolved to go, my captors left me here, cheated and howling in the dark.
What if we excise the imprisoned portion of your soul from the rest?
No, my soul is not for the taking. Not by you, or any of the outsider spirit thieves.
It can be done without harming you. I just need to inspect the wards. He lets out a distasteful hiss.
Very well. I give you one chance. Time has weakened the wards enough that I can leave this cell without you. There will be a debt of pain that I have no wish to incur. Betray me, and I will summon as many waves of Naga as it takes to shatter this prison.
The dragon unclenches his jaw and watches you in silence. Alright, so I have options here, I think. I can attack him. I can strengthen the deal. And I can get an assistance. I don't know what to do with him. I'll figure it out. But that'll have to wait till next time. For now, it's been the RPG Crawler with Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. If you like what you've seen, remember to leave a like, comment if you got any feedback, and subscribe for more RPG content. Until next time, take care and goodbye. And if you are still watching, I would like to take the opportunity to thank my supporters, the top tiers of which are listed on the screen, without whose support I would not have been able to offer the variety of content that I have on this channel throughout the years. If you're feeling particularly generous and would like to join them, you can support the channel. There are a variety of options to do so. I have a Patreon, a Subscribe Star, as well as channel memberships enabled. If you are not in a position to contribute, simply leaving a like, a comment, or sharing my videos are all wonderful ways to help the channel grow without spending a dime, and are all greatly appreciated.